The Bird with the Golden Wings by Sudha Murthy, read by Avantika Vinay. The Golden Fish and the Demon. Suraj was the fisherman. He lived with his wife Lakshmi in a little village by the sea. Suraj would sail in his boat into the sea every day to catch fish. He would come back with a small net full of fish enough to earn him a little money. The couple was poor and did not have any children. While Suraj was a nice, kind man, Lakshmi always felt as if she knew best and loved telling Suraj what to do in a loud voice. For the sake of some peace and quiet, Suraj did exactly as his wife told him. One morning, Lakshmi stood up to where Suraj was sitting and eating his breakfast before leaving to catch fish and shouted, "There's no firewood in the house. How will I cook? You must get some wood from the market when you return home this evening." Suraj nodded quietly, picked up his net, and set off. He sat in his boat for a long time that day, his net trailing in the water, but he could not trap a single fish. At sunset, Suraj decided to give up and head home. Worried about the scolding he would get from his wife, Suraj slowly pulled his net from the water. To his surprise, it felt heavy. When he pulled it out of the water, he was astonished to find a tiny golden-colored fish trapped in the net. Just as he was about to throw the fish into the bucket kept next to him, it spoke in a human voice. "Please don't take me. Leave me in the sea. I'll give you whatever you want." Suraj was scared. Such a thing had never happened to him in all the years he had gone fishing. But the fish did look quite sad, and he felt bad for it. Who would want to buy such a small fish anyway? He thought. He threw it back into the water. As it landed with a splash, the fish said in a loud voice, "Thank you for saving me. Tell me what you want, and I shall fulfill your wish." In a flash, Suraj remembered his wife's command to bring home some firewood. He shouted, "My wife wants some firewood to use in our kitchen. Can you please give me some?" The fish replied, "Go home. Your wish will be fulfilled." Suraj went home feeling a little nervous. What if the fish did not keep its promise? Lakshmi would be furious and would not believe his story either. But as he neared his home, he saw the entire courtyard was filled with firewood. He clapped his hands in glee and rushed to his wife. He told her all about the fish, but Lakshmi was not happy at all. Suraj was granted a wish, and all he had asked for was firewood. "You silly fish head!" she screamed. "Go back right now and ask the fish to give us some food as well. Do you think we can fill our stomachs with firewood?" Suraj trudged back to the shore and called to his little fish friend. There was a flash of light in dark waters, and the fish came up swimming right in front of him. Suraj joined his palms and said politely, "Oh, little golden fish, my wife is not satisfied with just firewood. She has asked me to tell you for, to ask you for some food as well." The fish leaped, did a little twirl in the air, and said, "So be it." Then it was gone, in the twinkling of an eye. Suraj hurried back home, and sure enough, his house was full of sacks of food grain enough to last them for many months. Lakshmi, too, seemed happy, and for a few days there was peace in the house. Then one day, Lakshmi had to go visit her friend in the next village. As she took out her two good saris from the cupboard, she complained loudly, "What can we do with only grains? How can they make us look good? See this tattered old sari I'm wearing. My friend will laugh at me when she sees me wearing it. Go and ask the fish for some grand clothes for us." Suraj knew that he could not argue with his wife, so he walked to the sea and called to the little golden fish. Again, the fish appeared as soon as Suraj called, and when he asked for new clothes, It did a little twirl in the air and granted the wish. For a few days Lakshmi was happy and had a wonderful time at her friend's house showing off her shiny new saris. Then she became gloomy again. What is the use of food, clothing, and wood? We require a better house. Go and ask your fish for it, she told her husband. Suraj did as he asked, and the fish granted him this wish as well. After some time, Lakshmi thought of another demand. Ask the fish to give us plenty of gold, so we need not ask for anything again. This time, too, her wish was fulfilled. Suraj was also happy. He would not have to come down to the sea any more and beg the fish for different things. But Lakshmi could not rest. Now that they had a huge house and pots of gold, she became scared that thieves would come and steal everything. Do you have any sense or not? She shouted at her husband. If we are attacked by robbers at night, we will lose all this hard-won wealth. Go and ask your fish to do something so that no one ever dares to come near us or tries to steal from us. Poor Suraj went again to the seashore and asked to the fish, as had happened earlier when the fish appeared. Suraj told the fish exactly what he wanted, exactly in the words his wife had used. This time, too, the fish leaped and dived back into the water after granting the wish. Slowly, Suraj walked home, wondering what had happened to him. As he neared the house, he noticed a strange, hairy, demon-like creature standing near the door. It was big, with muscular arms, two horns on its head, long nails on its fingers, and huge teeth. When it saw him, it came rushing up to him, and to his horror, Suraj realized that Lakshmi had been transformed into a fearful demon. Now no one would ever dare to come near them or try to steal their gold. Lakshmi stood in front of him and burst into tears. Your fish has played a trick on us. It has made me look like this so that no one will ever want to be near me again. Hurry! Don't just stand there. Go and tell him to turn me back into the way I was. Suraj ran all the way to the sea. There he called and called, requesting his little golden fish to come out, but it did not appear. No one saw the fish or Suraj ever again, and greedy Lakshmi remained a demon till the day she died, a rich old woman, but with no friends. The end.